it's Moe Soda here, and I'm with Evie. You are so mad. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to all of you new subscribers. I see you out there. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see because I usually just go rogue. A few weekends ago, I went to AnimeNYC, and if you haven't checked out that vlog, go ahead right here. There's a little thing you can pause this video, go up there, watch it, come back. And I wanted to do a haul of everything I got and kind of talk about the convention a little bit since I don't like to literally vlog in public. AnimeNYC specifically has a lot of Gloomy Bear merch because there's this one vendor who gets secondhand Gloomy Bear items that are not your normal like convention plushie. You know, the tables I'm talking about at the conventions with all the plushies. But it's really hard to get Gloomy Bear merch and it's really expensive. And I love to get Gloomy Bear merch from AnimeNYC. The thing about it is expensive. Like these Gloomy Bears from Toribot were $50 a piece. That's probably about the going rate. These ones were brand new and sealed. The ones that I'm buying at the convention are not. Which, you know, it is what it is. I'm not like snuggling up with them. You know what I mean? Like they're collector's items, so I'm not worried about the secondhand nature of them. Plus they're also, a lot of them are in really good condition, and if they aren't, they have like, I could wipe them up. So I purchased this Gloomy Bear. This one is so cute. There was a black Gloomy Bear that they had that was kind of like a Halloween edition. He had like orange and green like splatters and like vomit and stuff coming out of his mouth, which I enjoyed, but it was kind of expensive. It was $75 and someone bought it by the time I like decided to buy a Gloomy Bear because I like wasn't sure. I was like, oh, I have a lot of Gloomy Bears already, but I could always have more, you know what I mean? So and the cool thing about this Gloomy Bear is he is posable. This part down here is hard and like sturdy. It's got a lot of it's got, I don't know what's in there. It feels like partly beanbag, partly cardboard, and then he has like armature wire. So you can like pose his little arms to do whatever you want. Well, almost do whatever you want. You know what I mean. But yeah, so he's posable. I like thought about him for a second because I was like, oh, that's probably like the coolest one. They had the Gloomy Bear that walks, but I was like, it was a little dirty, and I was like, I don't want one that walks, but the posable one's cool, and I don't have too many white Gloomy Bears. This Gloomy Bear is like pink Gloomy Bear with a bunny suit, a white bunny suit on. So, you know, but he's so cute. I mean, just like, if you, like, how could you not want to buy this? You know what I mean? They're so cute. And the next thing I got from the same table or vendor or whatever you want to call it is this Gloomy Bear keychain. And I don't know if you guys remember or have seen my last year's AnimeNYC vlog. I will also link that up there or in the description for you guys. That one, I also got a Gloomy Bear paw, but it was like a massive Gloomy Bear paw. I think it's like right here. This massive Gloomy Bear paw. Can I? Yeah. This is the other one that I got. It also came with a massive carabiner that that is hanging somewhere else, but I just wanted him in my background. But like, yeah, so nice. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. So yeah, those are the Gloomy Bears that I got. This Gloomy Bear was $45 and the keychain was $25. A little overpriced, I think. But if you look online at resellers like on Mercari or Depop, some people use Mercari, okay, or eBay, they go for like 15 to 20 plus shipping. So I just didn't have to pay shipping, if you know what I mean. I paid a little, you know what you know what I'm trying to say. The next couple things that I got are all very similar. I saw these at Anime Expo, but I was like, I don't know if I want to purchase these yet. I want to wait for other designs to come out, or, you know, just see what the new drop was going to be. This one is a Toby mask, and this one is just a cute little face, little fangy guy. I will pull one out for you guys. I've been so excited to use these. I've been waiting to film this video for like a week now. Cute. Cute. And here is the Toby one. I'm definitely gonna buy more. I was like unsure if I wanted to get the Toby one or the QB one or any of the Demon Slayer ones because I thought those ones were really cool, but I feel like if I don't cosplay Demon Slayer, it's kind of weird for me to get one, you know? I don't know if you buy masks at conventions, but let's see. These are like very well made. And if you follow Omaju on Instagram, you can see them like hand making these, so you know it's quality. And the next things that I got were also from another anime streetwear brand called E or 4 Eyes. This one's cute, but I already noticed when I got it home that it was kind of breaking. The seam kind of was breaking right there. Which hopefully it doesn't matter when I put it on. Oh yes. Oh yes. Nice. Ooh, ooh, love. I'm also wearing an E clothing shirt right now. If you guys want me to do like my favorite anime streetwear brand videos where I can like give you suggestions if you don't know where to start with anime streetwear brands, let me know in the comments down below because that is literally the only kind of clothing that I buy. So I got this hentai till I die jet tag. Super cute. Just got a new jacket. It's got a bunch of zippers. Excited to put that one on. The next things that I got from AnimeNYC were the next installments of the Promised Neverland. If you are new to my channel, I did do like an entire react series when the anime came out. I had not actually seen the manga or known anything about the anime until I watched it. So I think when the new season happens, I'll do a compare and contrast from the manga to the anime. This is the last book that has been put out. All of the rest of the books are on pre-order, and I don't think that they will be coming out until next year. So I've read these. I'm waiting to read this because I know as soon as I read this, I'm gonna want the next one and I'm not gonna be able to get it, which I never thought I would be a manga reader. But here we are, here I am. The next thing that I got at AnimeNYC were these trading cards of the Monogatari series. And this is a vendor that is at AnimeNYC every single year. Here's the first card, Aradaki. Oh, a cute little Karen. I have a figure of Karen that I got when I started my figure collection that I hate so much because she looks nothing like the girl that is on this card. Karen, cute. Yeah, my figure looks nothing like this. So annoying. Why did I even spend money on it? You know what I mean? It's one of those regrets in life. Oh, a cute little Hanakawa. Oh shit, my bitch Shinobu. Yes, girl. Oh shit, Asuki. I got the sisters. I got the Fire Sisters in this pack. That's pretty cute. Another Shinobu. It's cute. What do these do? Ugh, repeat. Damn it, that's the thing about trading cards. If you went to AnimeNYC, did you see the girl who made an entire dress out of Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make a backpack, a Hachikuji backpack out of all my cards. And the next thing that I got at AnimeNYC was a wall scroll. Now clearly, I don't think you'll be able to see this on camera, the full thing on camera, but we will try. Oh, I want to do a reveal like this. Oh, I thought that was going to be a lot easier. Ready? Yes. Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, yes. This, I got this wall scroll. Hi, hello. I have been looking at this wall scroll for so long. We were there and then I was like, you know what? I'm getting a motherfucking wall scroll. If you've seen my Otakon haul, I had wanted to pick up a bunch of wall scrolls at Otakon, but I just wasn't feeling the wall scroll vibe. And that they didn't have a good selection. Which ones do you want? The last thing, and the thing that you've seen in my vlog, if you've seen my vlog, is this gorgeous Prisma Ilia figure of Chloe in her beast mode outfit. This has been on my wish list forever, for probably like 2 years, because they're kind of expensive. And do I love the anime? Yes, because I'm trash. But is it worth getting a $150 figure for? That's how much I paid for this. This is $150 on Tokyo Otaku mode. Right now it retails for $140 something, 99, $145. It was nearing the end of the day for me for the convention, and I was like, I haven't bought any figure yet. I've seen tons of figures, none that I actually want to buy, a bunch that were overpriced, and I just like really wanted to buy a figure. You know, when you get the itch and you gotta scratch it. And I will do a full unboxing of this on my channel in a couple of weeks, in a couple of, it's coming, okay? It's coming. Hello. So I recorded that part of the video a couple weeks ago, and when I went to edit it, I just wasn't happy with the stuff that I talked about, so I'm refilming it in a more clear, concise, thought out situation. Let's get into talking about the convention itself and my thoughts on the convention. As the name states, it is AnimeNYC, and this convention caters to people who live in New York City. With that being said, I don't think it's specifically for people of New York City. Like, obviously, if you live in the surrounding areas and it's easy for you to get a hotel, or you have friends, or, if there's a cheap, easy way for you to get and be in New York City for the weekend, I think it's a convention that is definitely worth checking out. Just like in general, it's a big city, and I feel like everyone should know this, but it is an expensive city to live, to work, to shop. Keep that in mind if you're trying to figure out if it's a convention that you want to go to. Everything is expensive. Like, the hotels are super expensive. Now, I don't think it really matters if you go to conventions all the time and you budget for hotels all the time, but I think it's super easy if you're already in New York City or in the little surrounding areas to take public transportation to and from every day, so you don't have to buy a hotel. I booked a hotel room about 2 months in advance of the time that we were gonna spend in New York City, so I don't think you really need to book ahead of time. Obviously, the earlier book a hotel, the less expensive it will be. But, I don't think, like, if you're trying to plan everything out with friends and stuff, I don't think you would have trouble finding a hotel within walking distance. Our hotel was literally like 2 blocks away, which is crazy. I will say, though, the ones that are very, very close, the hotels that are super, super close, there's not too much food around the hotels. I've stayed at Yotel, which is one of the hotels that AnimeNYC offers you to stay in with a discounted rate. There's somewhat food near that hotel, but there's definitely no food near any of the convention hotels. Like the Holiday Inn Express, I think, is one of them, and the Mangasan Hotel, I don't know what those ones are called, but ones that are like 0.01, there's like no food. You get like a 24-hour Walgreens. Consider the distance you want to walk to get to this convention every day. Are you a person that cosplays and changes your cosplay like twice a day? You probably want to get a hotel that's closer to the convention instead of being far away from the convention and walking to the convention. And what can you expect to do at AnimeNYC? Now, in previous years, the first year I went all 3 days. The convention was a brand new convention, so I don't really fault them on the programming, but there was not enough programming for me personally. When I go to conventions, I'm looking for premieres of new shows that are coming out or new movies that are coming out. I'm looking for fan panels that I think are cool. I'm looking for like industry panels, and I find that every convention that I go to, I always have to figure out which industry panel I want to go to, because they're all like around the same time and some of them overlap, and sometimes I just want to find out all the new things that are are happening, and there wasn't programming after like a certain time in the day, which I think ended around 8. Don't quote me on that because it was 3 years ago. But they don't have late night programming at this convention. They don't have a rave. They don't have a dance. There's not like 18+ panels that happen at night. I don't know if you're familiar with going to conventions or if you're not familiar with going to conventions, but the conventions that I have gone to, there's programming all up until like 2 a.m. for you to go have a randy jolly good time at the convention after hours doing all the 18+ stuff. And I guess that doesn't apply to you if you are not 18, but in case you are, they don't got 18+ stuff. Like they do have 18+ panels, but none later into the night, which when I'm going to convention, I want to stay up super late and I want to hang out, not in my gym jams, but in comfy clothes at a convention and chill with my friends and do some 18+ panels. They do not have fighting game tournaments. So if you are a person who plays Street Fighter or Tekken or Mortal Kombat or Pokken, I don't know. If you are a person that goes to a convention to enter a fighting game tournament, they do not have any. Whenever I'm booking a convention, I'm always like, oh yeah, my boyfriend will have something to do because, you know, there's video games and there's gonna be video game tournaments, right? Well, this one doesn't have it. Will they have it in the future? I don't know. I can't predict the future. But they didn't have it this year, and they didn't have it in any of the previous years that have gone. So you can expect there to be no video game tournaments. Are there tabletop gaming tournaments? I don't know personally because I don't tabletop game. So the first year that we went, the security was pretty tight at the end of the night. They didn't let you wander around the convention center. You weren't allowed to just chill and hang out until the rest of the programming closed. If you were in an area that they were trying to clean up, they would swiftly tell you where the door was so you could exit. I couldn't really talk on that for this year, but I will say the bag check this year was like a little lax. I don't think anyone like reached into my bag with a kitchen utensil, and some of them didn't even ask to look into my bag, so I'm not sure what that was about, but there you go. There is a security table that you have to pass through before you get to the exhibit hall, but it was pretty lax this year, and I didn't stay until the end of programming this year, so I can't comment on if the security was kicking people out as soon as like programming was over. I know that the second year that we went, I went to the masquerade and that programming ends at 10, I believe, and we were leaving at like 9:30. We were leaving a little bit before because we were like done with it. And they were like, this way to the exit, this way, don't go off the path of the exit. And we're like, okay, but like we gotta go get our bags up there. And they're like, oh, okay. And then did the same thing when we were walking out. So it's not a convention you can hang out in past certain programming times. You're there for a reason or you're not there for a reason. This convention is a lot like Anime Expo in the sense that there is a lot of industry presence. And by that, I mean there are companies like Good Smile, Aniplex Plus, Crunchyroll, High Dive, the the Vagrant Order World Tour. Like there are people in the industry that have booths that are selling stuff or presenting you with their new items for sale or, you know, what they've been working on for the year. And that is very much like Anime Expo. Anime Expo is like the premier place where people do that. And I've been to a couple smaller conventions. Even Otakon this year, or for the past like couple years, hasn't had Crunchyroll there, which makes me feel weird as an attendee because not that I like need Crunchyroll to be there, but Crunchyroll not being there like makes me feel like I'm being excluded because they're at all of these other conventions. Crunchyroll is at AnimeNYC, so I get my Crunchyroll up there. But you know, I don't know, that just makes me feel weird when I see people who have been attending the convention or like companies who have been attending the convention and presenting new stuff and freebies and, you know, all of that, and then all of a sudden they stop. That sends like a red flag to me for some reason. Even this year, Fan, who is the illustrator for the Monogatari series, had a table set up with a Vertical, and he was doing live drawings and signings and a meet and greet and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I didn't get a ticket for any of those, so I couldn't attend. But that's cool stuff like that happens at AnimeNYC. I personally haven't had any kind of like celebrity like that come to Otakon, which is a convention I go to all the time. So I don't like fangirl, but this year I was like, oh my god, that, like, I should do that. Like, I should try and get an autograph session, but I didn't, sold out really quickly. And the dealer's hall or the exhibit hall and artist alley are huge. I don't know if you've ever been to the Javits Center, but in the bottom, like the ground floor that you walk into is where the exhibit hall is. And in previous years, it was pretty small. It was cut off pretty short. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like a quarter of the floor was the exhibit hall and the rest was like closed off and not a part of the convention. There wasn't any programming in it. But this year they opened almost the whole floor. It felt like, if not like half, 3/4 of the floor of the ground floor was open for the exhibit hall, and the video games are in the exhibit hall. Now in previous years, the video games have ended at 6, which is too soon in my opinion, because you have to wait in line to get a turn to play your game for like, you know, 2 turns, and then you have to get back in line, and that's not a lot at a convention when there's a lot of people lining up. But this year I believe that they closed it at 10, which I don't know how they did that, because it's inside the exhibit hall. You can't buy stuff. I don't know, but I didn't stay, so I can't comment on that. But that is what I read. The artist alley is upstairs, up a couple stairs, and the most of it is crammed into this back like hallway. Last year, I believe, they expanded all of the rows to go all the way down and around. And then there are artists lining the entire hallway that go up to it. It's kind of like in a T. There is a masquerade and a hall costume contest. So if you were going to cosplay, then you can get judged on your cosplay and you can do a little skit while you're at it. I love the masquerade. I think it's really fun. I think it's cool to see everybody's skits and everybody's like costumes that they've worked really hard on. And usually it's pretty funny and you get freebies when you go. So there that is. On the topic of cosplay, there are a ton of official photo shoot meetups from new series and from older series, which I thought was super cool. You know, including all of the older series into a photo shoot specific area is cool to me, because I don't cosplay like normal popular shows, because why would you? Everybody else. And this convention also offers cosplay repair. If you wanted to know about what kind of food is at the convention, it's basically your normal run-of-the-mill convention food. You've got wraps, you got burgers, hot dogs, chicken nuggies, but in the exhibit area and around the outside of the convention center, like outside, they've got food trucks. They have like a takoyaki stand, they have bubble tea, they have ice cream, lemonade. You know, they've got a lot of stands in between where all the food trucks are and where the cafeteria is on the bottom floor. There is a cafeteria. I never get a chance to go there because it's always closed by the time I'm like, oh man, I'm starving at 8 p.m. But they do have stuff like that. They also, Gorilla is a Korean barbecue place. They have a food truck outside and they have a stand inside. If you like Korean food, you can get yourself some barbecue. I personally don't find that the food is super expensive. It's just like a convention. You know when you're going to a convention, you're going to be paying $12 for some chicken nuggies and french fries. You know, that's just the fate that you've accepted if you want to eat inside, because I don't know about you guys, but I hate being hungry and then being like, let's go walk to get some food. I don't know what I want because I'm so hungry. I would much rather just eat at the convention, even though I know it's going to be expensive, because you know when you're starving and you just want something to eat, you bite the bullet and you eat the $12 chicken nuggies. And I think the best thing that this convention has, which I personally don't think I have been to any convention that has had this, but the Javits Center has bag check and it is amazing. Oh my gosh. So if you're flying in on Friday morning and you're not able to check into your hotel until 3 p.m., you can bring your bags with you and check them in bag check. There are bag checks on the ground floor and there's a bag check up on, I think, the second floor or the third. I don't know what it's up. There's another one upstairs that's like inside of a wall by the bathrooms. And you can check your bags, you can check your coat. It's perfect if you're a cosplayer and you need to bring stuff with you, like your jacket, but you don't want to walk around with your jacket, so you can coat check that. If you are bringing a bag full of stuff that you're going to change into because you don't want to go back to your hotel, it is great for that. I love the bag check. It is not free, but I think it's only like $3 per coat and some odd dollars per bag, so it's not super expensive. I am amazed at coat check. I don't know why other conventions don't offer it, because it is so convenient, especially for cosplayers and people with lots of equipment like photographers. It's just like, it just makes sense to me. And AnimeNYC also usually offers 1 or 2 anime premieres, which is what I go to conventions for. So the first year we went, I can't remember what it was. It might have been Your Name, to be honest. Did that come out in 2016, 2017? I don't remember. Anyway, the second year was the Mob Psycho Season 2 premiere. I love when animes premiere at conventions that I go to, because 1, I can watch it before everybody else, and 2, it makes me feel very special. I just love watching anime with fellow weebs, you know? And new this year, which I can't remember if there are Itashas in the previous years. I know that Otakon has a small selection of Itashas, and Itashas, if you don't know, are the anime cars. And I love the Itashas. I think they're so cool, and I want one, and you know, I just like to see them. Senpai Squad brought out a ton of cars this year. There were 6 total in the Senpai Squad area, and then the other car brand, Veleza, had 2 other Itashas, and they are just so cool, and super excited that that was like the most I've ever seen in real life ever. So that's super cool. So that's another thing that you can look forward to if you like Itashas and the car anime culture. I personally am just getting into that. So it was cool to see. I don't know. I like Itashas. They're super cool. Like I said in the previous clips, if you want me to do a video of my favorite anime streetwear brands, please let me know. That's a video I've been wanting to make for a while. But if nobody else wants to, also some updates on my channel. I will be doing 3 year-end videos. Last year I did, I think, 1 each week and 1 for New Year's. I will not be doing all of that. I'm gonna make 3 end-of-year videos for anime of 2019. I can't believe the year's almost over. This is so crazy. A lot has happened this year, and I can only imagine what's gonna happen next year for anime. So I'm super excited to let you know my favies. So please look forward to those, and I will probably take a break after that for a little bit in January. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!